Then we'll do 3 minutes of silence, followed by a prayer of gratitude. Then just a little brief description of the circulatory system and its role in energy healing and how it sort of interfaces with the energy healing process. And then we'll just dive into healings. I think that's probably the best place we can go with this. So thank you everyone for being with me. I'm really excited. All right, so what is energy healing? Energy healing is a simple process, actually. It's a process of focusing attention in a way that makes a difference. Using attention. It's using attention in a way maybe that we don't always use it. And I think that most of the difference of how we use attention in energy healing versus how you just normally use your attention is mostly the byproduct of just an awareness, attention awareness, right? So it's an awareness of the potential of the awareness to produce changes. So it's one thing to kind of randomly, wherever the mind wanders around, put the attention. And then it's a different thing to put the attention knowing specifically what the awareness is able to do. And when awareness comes in with that level of wisdom and self-recognition, recognition of its potential, then a lot more can be accomplished in focusing attention. And one of the things that I find so beautiful about energy healing is that focusing attention is supernatural. Like, no pun intended, but you know what I'm saying, that focusing attention is something that we all do, like even newborn babies do. And so it's not hard. It's within the range and capability of everyone. Have a little quiet time with the eyes closed, because we're all experiencing it in different degrees, but when we do it together, it's a more powerful experience for everyone. One of my favorite times. So I'll ask you to close the eyes, and then in about 3 minutes, I'll ask you to open the eyes. And when I do so, please take a minute to open the eyes slowly. The more slowly we come out of that silence, the more integrated it is, the more it kind of seeps in and becomes part of us. All right, let's close our eyes.
I don't even know where to start. I've been so tired lately. And I've been trying to figure out exactly what it is that God, Spirit, Source, is calling me to share, to organically share. I just watched a live by the Hood Healer, and she was talking to a member of the Soul Fam who felt extremely discouraged, lacking in confidence, lost in her purpose, and not really knowing what it is that she has to give, feeling as if there's nothing that she has to give right now. And Imani told her, like, sharing a smile, sharing a hug, sharing your testimony, you know, sharing what it is that makes you you, authentically you. That is what you have to give. That is what you have to share. And I've been thinking to myself, like, if I get as vulnerable and raw and uncut as I want to get on this diary, will people want to book my services? Like, because I haven't manifested yet a physical reflection, a physical mirroring when it comes to like what my bank account looks like and the assets that I want to at some point have in my possession, you know, because that hasn't been reflected in my physical reality yet. Like, will people feel as if they want to learn anything from what I'm saying, you know, because of the results, because I haven't quite seen results? This is what I'm thinking. in this space. And I don't know how I've gotten so far away from realizing that, like I mentioned before a couple diaries ago, the true wealth is the spirit, right? The fruits of the spirit. It's not about what your bank account looks like. It's not about what car you drive. It's not about, any of those things. So why wouldn't someone want to learn from you? Especially with you being so raw and vulnerable and transparent about what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, and what you're going through. Why wouldn't someone want to exchange energy with you? And I feel like being under this Virgo full moon, I've been extremely just taking up the energy of being extremely critical of myself about the simple things. About the simple things. Feeling as if my work is not good enough because maybe it hasn't produced quote unquote physical results yet. Maybe my books aren't looking ridiculously full quite yet, Maybe my book, my workbook that I put out, people haven't bought that thing out yet. Just yet. But what is time? And then I turn around and I look at everything that I've manifested from me putting myself out there, from me putting my work out there, from me showing up authentically, creating authentically. I've gained sisters, and I've gained beautiful connections. I've gained support. I've gained people that are able to truly see me and see my heart. Ultimately, those are the things that make me a millionaire in spirit. Those are the things that allow my spiritual bank account to be full. So I'm starting to realize, do I really have anything to lose in showing up and really getting raw and uncut about what it is that I'm feeling, when I'm feeling it, and when I feel called to share it? Am I really losing anything at all? Or do I just have everything to gain? This is an amethyst stone for anyone who's wondering. It helps with the crown chakra and the third eye chakra. I've noticed that for me, it really helps with downloading information into my psyche and protecting my psyche from taking on too much, from being overwhelmed from the information that I receive. So, yeah. It's one of my favorite stones.
Prayer of gratitude now. The whole universe around each one of us. Thank you to the eternal tradition of wisdom, connecting in the gap, the unmanifest field and the manifest field. Thank you for our ability to work together harmoniously, concisely, efficiently. Thank you for this hour and 15 plus a few, probably.
Baby, an hour and 15.
Thank you for our time together.
The last time I watched an hour and 15 lecture or was in one was in college, and baby, we're gonna have to take this lecture in increments, because this is only part one. Like, I came across this when I rose this rising, and it was on the side of my YouTube recommendations, and I felt like perfect timing, because I'll tell y'all after. Let me get back into what my girl's talking about.
So, integration process, when the integration happens,
Babe.
the boundaries and the barriers fall away.
Okay, best creation
and totality
for mankind, given to mankind.
It becomes
Truly
totally integrated, it becomes totally like, it becomes those expressions of the diverse field of creation. And they become it, right? So it goes in both directions. The diverse field of creation realizes, oh, I am that one, and the one realizes, oh, I am this, all this diversity. It's just so intense and it's so luscious. And I was thinking of the analogy of kind of like a marriage, right? Because it's this sort of sacred connection that is made between the absolute and the relative. And it's intense. It's really intense. It's so intense that I think that in certain ways the human nervous system isn't fully equipped to comprehend the intensity of that process.
Can we just look at how beautiful? I've been feeling very yellow lately, so besides the fact that this bush of flowers was the only one in the yard that started to really grow back now that spring is around the corner. But isn't it gorgeous? Like, at this point, y'all, this is her vlog. Like this is her spiritual diary. Okay, this is my granny telling her story through me every time I'm choosing a day where I'm gonna film. Not even then, just it's been every day now at this point. Baby, I did that, okay? It's giving shrimp California roll the getaway. This time change has me so disconnected from time. Like, I feel like I'm in a space where everything that I kind of had planned out that I wanted to do and get done. I don't even like saying get done because it makes it sound like it's work or something that I probably wouldn't want to even engage my energy in. But everything I've wanted to get done, I have not, haven't even really like put my focus into it because I've just been in a space of resting. I feel like the time change in itself is bigger than just a shift in an hour, and of course with Earth, and I just need to breathe. I just need to breathe. It's 12:34 a.m. So that's how I know I'm exactly where I need to be. I was saying that I feel like the time change in itself is only a mirror of what's happening amongst the earth, amongst this realm, this plane, and there's a massive shift in, people want to say seasons, weather, but truly a massive shift in energy. I feel like Spirit is really putting me in a place to relinquish any sense of control over time that I felt I had, or that I was or have been trying to like demand and assert a sense of dominance over. And with this shift, I'm really realizing like time is not real, especially in this past week where I just felt called to really disconnect from social media and my phone. Spirit literally backed me in a corner. Like, my phone was not working. My battery on it was just fucked up. And that was my only source of Wi-Fi at the time. So I literally had no connection to, no, what's the words I'm looking for? Like, I felt as if I had no connection to the outside world, other than, of course, going and sitting in nature or going and sitting in the backyard or whatever the case may be. But it really made me realize that, like, we really are so much more interconnected than we can even imagine. Beyond these apps, beyond our phones, like beyond, I guess, these vortexes that we participate in and feel as if we have to like engage our energy in order to connect. And it's really allowing me to tap deeper into like telepathy and honoring the connection of the heart, and really experiencing what it is that I've been speaking over myself in a download that I've been having for the past couple of months about love, and love in all forms, love of self, our love connections with others, family, friends, loved ones in general, the people that we love and we feel interconnected to, like really deepening this sense of love, expanding beyond the confines of physical, linear time and space. Like, it's so much bigger. Like, I feel like I shouldn't even be complaining about feeling so disconnected from a sense of time, because I have literally been asking for that. Like, literally been asking to be put in position where I don't have to abide or structure my life by a ridiculous, like, fixed sense of time, if that makes sense. Like, being at a certain place in a certain time, you know, like really being able to like create my own schedule and do what works for me and my body and my system, like my inherent system. And so now that it's here, I'm not used to this. Like, I thought I felt disconnected from time before, but I feel like this threw me into like a whole new realm, a whole new paradigm. Like, I don't know how to explain it yet. I feel like I've had the words, but I feel like I'm also still discovering the words. And just like I wrote in a recent journal entry, like just giving myself the room and the space and the compassion to explore what it is I'm trying to say, to like arrive at the words, and not really being so fixed or focused on them being the right words or the wrong words, but allowing them to be held together by truth and spoken from a place of truth. So, yeah, your girl needed to come get in some water. Your girl needed to come get into some water, okay? As a Pisces moon, sometimes I just feel very like, very spacey and sometimes a little overwhelmed with cosmic information, especially when I open myself up to it and allow myself to be a safe space for it. Like, it loves me. I love it and it loves me, and I feel like, and it's showing its love for me. It just pours into me, and sometimes I'm like, baby, slow down, like, hold on, like, my psyche needs a break. So I don't know, I felt called to light a candle. We're moving into Aries season if we're abiding by tropical astrology, from water to fire, and I felt that I needed to kind of just immerse myself in the elemental energy in order to have a smoother transition. So that's what a bitch is doing. That's what I'm doing. Is it just me, or does that look like a bridge? It literally looks like a bridge.